Mike Tyson, the early years. Mike Tyson's amateur career was more than successful. He captured the Golden Gloves title and the Junior Olympic Games tournament, building a reputation as one of the most dangerous young heavyweights in America. But Tyson's dream was the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. That dream, however, was never realized. In the qualifying fights, Tyson lost twice to Henry Tillman, defeats that came by controversial judges' decisions. Tillman would go on to win Olympic gold, but many believe Tyson's aggressive, professional-style approach worked against him in the eyes of the amateur system. For Mike, the Olympics weren't meant to be, but frustration never lingered. By March 1985, just 18 years old, he stepped into the professional ring for the very first time. Tyson's professional debut. His opponent, journeyman Hector Mercedes. The result, a brutal knockout in the very first round. Tyson didn't just win, he announced his arrival. The fans immediately fell in love with Tyson's style. He was blindingly fast, explosively powerful, and meticulous in both offense and defense. Until the end of 1985, Iron Mike fought 14 more times, and every single fight ended in a knockout. Not one opponent lasted longer than 4 rounds. Against Trent Singleton, the destruction was on full display.
Round one. We're already in round one. Trent Singleton in a little we've seen already from what Mike Tyson and his pro career isn't going to go too long. Singleton in the blue with a gold trim. We're in chance to see Tyson rules and all seen so far. This is all sorts of trouble.
From the opening seconds, Singleton was in trouble. Tyson's pressure was suffocating, his combinations relentless, and the fight was over before it even had the chance to develop.
You saw the punch, view of that. Only difference is Mike Tyson, last one. Don't help it. Tyson, we've already seen Tyson. 3 fights, 3 wins, went over 4 rounds. Wins 2 inside a round. In his brief pro career, hit like ace. Spain, yeah, steam hammer. As Ricardo's giveaway. Oh, left the eyes. The legs have gone. This is all over.
Time he stepped into the ring in 1985, the story was the same. Speed, power, and destruction. Against Ricardo Spain, it was the eyes that gave it away. Tyson's stare locked on target, and moments later, a thunderous left hand dropped Spain flat. His legs gave out, and the fight was waved off almost instantly.
There he goes right back to work on that left arm. As if you want to stop this. You see the closing moments of the try to gamely throw a right hand as high as Alderson stays on his feet. Down in this round, they survive as the second round here. Alderson goes down again.
Sammy Scaff, Don Halpin, Sterling Benjamin. It didn't matter who stood across from him. Tyson steamrolled them all.
Jack Johnson in 2 years. Quickly want to point out to the heart. I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left hook. It was a left and a right. Johnson went goodbye. Just buried him, dug him in the rib. Left hook just caught him and sent him right back to the goodness. And he put it on there. Canvas. 23-pound weight advantage.
Michael Jack Johnson felt the body shots. A vicious left hook buried deep into the ribs, followed by a right upstairs, and Johnson crumbled. The sheer 23-pound weight advantage, combined with Tyson's ferocity, left no doubt.
Another knocked again. This is as bad as I've ever seen Tyson comes out with a strong right hand barrage. A long look, but give Tyson credit. That's it. Wow.
Then came Donnie Long. Tyson nearly sent him flying out of the ring with a crushing left hook. A second knockdown came seconds later, and when Tyson unleashed another barrage, Long collapsed in a heap. By the end of 1985, Tyson's record stood at 10 wins, 10 knockouts. Seven of them inside the very first round. The message was loud and clear.
7 inside round.
Boxing had never seen a heavyweight like this before.
Make that 8 perhaps in fighting number 11. Somehow, I just kind of doubt it. There's only so much punishment anybody can take. That is the limit of Sterling.
Tyson's power becomes unstoppable. Every time Mike Tyson stepped into the ring, the story was the same: raw, explosive power.
Future. If they can find some fellow for whom everybody predicts a great boxing galaxy today, Mike Tyson.
Fans were seeing a young heavyweight who looked like the future of boxing. Against Mike Jameson, Lorenzo Boyd, and William Hosea,
Who was in deep
the pattern repeated itself. Tyson's left hook became his signature weapon. When he landed clean, opponents weren't just knocked down, they were driven into the canvas as if lifted off their feet. Sammy Scaff tried to fight back, but Tyson's accuracy and composure made the difference. A crushing left hook landed flush, and Scaff collapsed. He attempted to rise, but his nose was broken, and the referee had no choice but to wave it off. Arnie Young of Charlotte, North Carolina, came out swinging, determined not to fold early. But his wide, wild punches left openings. Tyson calmly waited, then punished him with short, precise counters. The jab snapped Young's head back, and the follow-up hooks were devastating. By the end of 1985, the Ring magazine named the 19-year-old Tyson Prospect of the Year. His team knew it was time to raise the level of opposition. On January 11, 1986, Tyson stepped in against David Jocko, a respected journeyman with only 5 career defeats, 3 of them coming against elite names like Carl Williams, Pierre Kutzer, and Tony Tucker. Jocko was expected to be a real test. Instead, Tyson blew him apart in 1 round. 3 knockdowns later, the referee had seen enough. The message was clear: Tyson wasn't just beating opponents. He was dismantling them. Tyson versus Jameson. In January 1986, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring with experienced journeyman Mike Jameson. Known for his toughness and durability,
Mike Tyson sends a left, now a right, a left. He's got Mike Jameson to the mat here in round number 4, and very quickly.
Point, what I think he should have been doing from the first go, he just took a right.
He's down. Referee with a count, and Jameson suffering his second knockdown here. Down to 1 knee. Jameson, Joe Cortez, the ref.
Jameson became the first fighter to push Tyson past 4 rounds. For a moment, it looked like he might survive longer than anyone before him. Tyson versus Ferguson. The very next month, in February 1986, Tyson faced his toughest test so far, Jesse Ferguson. With a record of 15 fights and only 1 defeat, Ferguson was viewed as a seasoned contender. But inside the ring, he simply couldn't handle Tyson's ferocity. In the 5th round, Ferguson was floored by a powerful uppercut. In the 6th, he resorted to constant clinching, holding Tyson every chance he got. The referee eventually disqualified him for excessive holding. Later, the ruling was changed to a technical knockout victory for Tyson, so his knockout streak remained intact.
Won by another knockout, the 19th.
Tyson versus Zuski. In March 1986, Tyson continued his path of destruction against Steve Zuski. Despite being known for his toughness and pride in never having been knocked off his feet, Zuski couldn't withstand Tyson's brutal uppercuts. By the 3rd round, he was overwhelmed and stopped, giving Tyson his 19th straight knockout win. By May 1986, Tyson's streak of knockouts finally came to an end when he went the distance against James Tillis and later Mitch Green. But those battles were just the beginning of Tyson's rise to greatness. With this, friends, we close today's review. I hope you enjoyed this look back at Mike Tyson's early career. If you found it interesting and informative, please support our channel with your likes and shares. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.